These are moderately expensive headphones, but they live up to Sennheiser's reputation and their price. The level of detail revealed by these is terrific. They display the Sennheiser balanced and transparent sound beautifully, not getting in the way of the music. They are comfortable for long listening sessions, and that's lucky, as I felt like I wanted to listen to all my favorite albums all over again. I have used them played through a musical fidelity DAC and headphone amp and from a Pono player. The Pono players sound incredibly detailed, but when you go to the dedicated headphone amp you realize that portable players may not quite have the punch needed for things like masked choral works on these headphones. It's only by comparison that you get that though, as they sound great. For acoustic music they excel. Detail is fabulous, including placement of the instruments. I have a recording of Britain's War Requiem that just sounds flat on other things after these. They are not cheap, but they are worthy of their price. Recommended for listening to classical and small ensemble music. Also for things like Dave Matthews or Yes that have high complexity. Nice work again, Sennheiser. Amazing product from Sennheiser. Please note that the drivers in this are based on the HD700, but not taken directly from the HD700, which one can see if one can read the frequency response graph. Anyways, there are certain people saying that HD650 are superior and there is no reason to replace it with this. Well, those opinions are really biased. Don't get me wrong. HD650 is a great pair of headphones, but you can't really compare it to this because they have quite different signatures, because the HD650 is somewhat a little more colored, as in it is adjusted so it produces good sounds, but not staying 100% real to the original recording. On the other hand, the HD660S is the definition of clarity. The sound is clean, crisp and stays true to the original recordings across the board. In terms of bass, if you are concerned, no, they are not blow your head off bassy, they are clean and punchy. In other words, it is just the right amount of bass for any music. If you don't think it is enough, you can always turn the bass up in the EQ or use DAC amp with bass boost feature. To sum it up, the general idea of this headphone is a combination of the clarity of the HD700-800s, not that different, with no roll-off highs and clean sound across the board. This is a worth it investment. I can wear this for the entire day. Comfort-wise, the clamping force that people complain about do exist, but it is pretty much gone after a week of use. Went from HiFiMan Sundara, to Bayer Dynamic DT1990 Pro, to Sennheiser HD660S. Tested all three with JDS Labs Atom Amp, Scarlett 2i21 St. Gen, and Tidal. The Sundara was insanely good all around and felt like it was made for my ears, both fit and sound. Bass was awesome thanks to planar text. Unfortunately had QC issues with around 10% lower volume on one side. Returned it and swore off HiFiMan because of a poor support experience. The DT1990 Pro had incredible clarity and soundstage. The analytical pads felt and sounded better. Still, way too bright for my ears and felt fatiguing. Also had a minor QC issue with the pads being a different thicknesses and a very slight tone difference between left, right ear being maybe 3% more dull on one side if I were to estimate. Bayer Dynamic support was great, but the pads, tone issue and brightness led me to return it. The HD660S was the keeper. Volume and tone are even on both sides. Click link in description for more reviews.